Hello, hello. Check 1 2. Check 1 2. What is up, guys? Dashing here for episode 200. No. It's lost in the old ways. 301 of Community Universe Mode and edition number 76 of Thursday Night Genesis. Here's Big Dashing the Botcher. Still thinking we're in the 200s, but no. We are fresh off the heels of breaking into the 300s earlier this week on Monday Night Fusion. Celebrating that huge milestone. Does it say Fusion? I thought I changed it to Genesis. Oh well. We know it's Genesis. We know it's episode 301. We know it's edition number 76 of Thursday Night Genesis. What is up, everybody? J-Rod, how you doing? Maury, Topher, Gumble. Welcome, my friends. And we are getting things underway here. Tonight, as always, an action-packed card. The debut of one Curtis Heist. A lot of new superstars getting signed to Genesis these past couple of weeks. We actually have 3 debuts tonight, along with Curtis Heist. Later on, during the live event, we're going to see the return. If you're a long time CMV viewer, way back when in the original NXT, you'll remember DRH. After nearly 4 years out of action, he returns tonight. He takes on the debuting Rick Reed. But right now, it is Curtis Heist, who earlier this week on Monday Night Fusion let out a tweet saying that it's only a matter of time before he makes Genesis his. And what a debut for this kid. A huge opportunity in only his first match as he goes up against the light heavyweight champion, El Jefe. El Jefe coming off a big win in episode 300 on Fusion. Of course, we had that cross-brand show. El Jefe putting down the United States champion Schmitty. And the Human Fish this Sunday has a blind date set with his title on the line. Remember, guys, Wild Card is this Sunday. I'm super excited. 5 title matches. And none of the champions defending. We have El Jefe, the Fusion Tag Team titles on the line, the World Tag Team titles, the United States title, and the Anarchy Championship. All the champions defending have no idea who they will be up against until we get to the pay-per-view itself. A spin of the wheel, a random generizer, however you want to call it. It's going to be pure luck as to who the challengers will be. Of course, they have to be from that brand, but okay, we can see someone who's never gotten a title shot before. Like you could say, maybe Troy Voodoo of Fusion could end up facing Bannon for the Anarchy Championship. It could be anybody. When it comes to the tag team title matches, it could be two complete strangers to one another. We could have the Witch Doctor and Chris Andrews teaming up to get a tag team title shot, guys. It is going to be something to see. I am very excited for this concept. Wild card this Sunday is here. He comes. Big Curtis Heist. Look at this, man. Reminds me kind of Solomon Glock. If you are a viewer of Unmatched or Intensity, if this guy and Solomon Glock ever got together, man, that would be quite a team. But Curtis Heist going to be on Genesis, like I said, looking to make it his. And a win over a reigning champion certainly would be nothing to scoff at. And this guy just looks mean. Not really a wrestling-esque attire. Kind of looks like he just stepped off the basketball court. Looks like he just got done with a pickup game with some pals or something. Got some jeans on. Why am I not? I can't remember the basketball jersey. I don't know why jersey just escaped my mind there for a moment. I did get the new Paul Devine. Remember, his original attire is the same. It's only the pay-per-view attire you changed. Let's not speak of Paul Devine. He needs time to recover from his loss to Bob Luger. Curtis Heist kicking off Genesis, and here he comes. The Arriba Man, the human fish. El Jefe. Two-time and current light heavyweight champion. Again, he has no idea who he will be defending against this Sunday. Of course, it obviously has to be a light heavyweight, so that kind of narrows it down, but still a pretty big list. You got about maybe 20, 25 light heavyweights on the roster here on Genesis. Yeah, there's now 3 Zacks. We got Zach Hardy, Zach Cage, and new signee Zach Peterson, I believe is his name. I think Peterson is his last name. And all on Genesis. We used to have 4 Zacks at one time, I'm pretty sure, in Season 2. Now we had Zach Falcon, Zach Payne, Zach Cage, and I feel like there was another Zach that I'm forgetting right now. Here we go. Curtis Heist making his debut. Non-title match, but what a win this would be for this kid. El Jefe, though, certainly not going to be looking to put over that young talent. Stack card tonight, guys. A lot of tag matches if you're a big tag team fan. We got 3 of them on deck tonight. New Faces of Fear going to battle the World Tag Team Champions Extreme Conditions. Later on, the main event. Jay Davis and Gary Suckanov of Hellfire Club going to take on Pierre Thompson and Tim LaFave. And, of course, we also had that #1 Contenders Elimination Tag match. The family battling Zach Cage and Nick Blake. Very, very excited for that one. As El Jefe with a kick to the gut. What is he going for here? Grabbing Curtis Heist by the arm. Going up to the top rope. Showing off his athleticism. The acrobats right there. Sending him flying across the ring. Oh, you know who it was? I think it was Zachary Crow. Because Crow's the first name is Zachary, if you didn't know that. But he dropped it when it came to CMV. We all miss you, Big Ek. Plant a bomb, though, for old time's sake. Plant a bomb. Plant a bomb. Plant a bomb. Kick to the side of the head there by Curtis Heist. Like I said, man, this guy just looks mean. Don't know much about the kid. It doesn't seem like he has much of a wrestling background. Stalls with, I think, maybe going for a butterfly pile driver of some sort there. Nice counter by the light heavyweight champion. I don't know if Curtis Heist is a light heavyweight. Just looking at him, I'd probably say no. But if he is, a win here can put him right in the #1 contender position already. Look at that rib breaker. And now here we go. Some brawling skills on display here as he just mauls El Jefe. Oh, a little bit of a crank that right there. That's what that is, right? Please excuse me, I'm white. I believe that's crank that, soldier boy. Huh? Having a little bit of fun at the expense of El Jefe here. Nice sheer into it. What a counter by Curtis Heist, though. Into a vicious power slam. That was beautiful. Now going to bring the knee down to the back of the head. Curtis Heist has a mean streak in him, you can see already. Lifting him up to his feet. Light heavyweight champion with a European uppercut. Have been on one hell of a tear, man. Like I said, defeating United States champion Schmitty earlier this week. And, of course, winning the title back last week on Genesis. That amazing match he had with Nikola Ivanovic. Cover here by Heist. Lateral press. Only going to get him a 2 count, however. Tonight, oh yeah. We didn't have one of those on episode 300. It just wasn't quite the celebration without a dragon. Tonight, guys, we're also going to see a handicap match. Brett Angel asked for it. Dave Turner delivered. The Outcast, as he calls himself, going to be taking on Caden Kenner, Ryan Kent, and Furious Frank. Angel a bit miffed last week that he was excluded from the Deadly Games tournament. At cause and effect, told Dave Turner, I'll beat all 80 of your superstars at the same time. Luckily, Turner didn't book him in an 8-on-1 handicap match, but 3-on-1 still. Burt Angel's either going to eat his words tonight, or he's going to put an exclamation point on his claims as Curtis Heist, guys, looking to take El Jefe to Suplex City. What up, Tim? There's 1, 2. What an insult here from Curtis Heist. You know, El Jefe is good friends with Chris Andrews of Monday Night Fusion, and that is a staple maneuver in the moveset of the Bloody Brit. As Heist now with another cover. 1, 2. Just a 2 count from Heist. And Heist now got, oh, we haven't seen something like that. Is this the hashtag? Yes, it is. Knocking the light heavyweight champion out cold. Into the pin. 1, 2, 3. Oh, no. See, Curtis Heist, like I said, I don't think he has much of a wrestling background. He didn't hook the leg right there. That might be a little bit of his what do you want to call it? The fact that he doesn't have a wrestling background. His novice. You always got to hook the legs. Gives you a better chance of finishing things off. Yo, Jackson, what's good? Just as Curtis Heist hits the hashtag, Double J comes on in. Rip in peace, never forget. But it wasn't enough to keep down the human fish as Heist with a Luthez press, man. And look at, okay, I can, as this match goes on, I can definitely see that Curtis Heist is a street fighter, a brawler. A lot of punches going for the Shiranui again. This time El Jefe is going to get it. Yo, what up, Josh? Amateur, yeah. So many words escaping me tonight. I forgot Jersey. For some reason, amateur just now, as El Jefe got to go for a Shining Wizard. Certainly going to be a tough one to get back into this bout after taking that punch square to the face. Oh, Curtis Heist, baby. I think he's about, going to kiss his ass. All right, I thought he was going to go for that fish dick. Instead, a nice Lucha DDT out of the corner. Curtis Heist has been taunting all match long. Now El Jefe's having a little bit of fun. Couple of lariats. Going to put Curtis Heist in the corner. Another lariat. How about a 4th one, ladies and gentlemen? Ducks the clothesline attempt. There it is. The character animations for Andromeda, as funny as people on Reddit are... What? No. The game looks beautiful. And it's so good. 5 hours in. Unfortunately, that was just a trial. I only get for 10 hours. I put 5 hours into it already, though. It's a great game as El Jefe. Looking to deliver a little bit of that fish. Yeah, baby. Curtis Heist has no choice but to take it. You gotta take this dick. El Jefe, he ain't wasting no time. Hook, line, and sinker into the pin. Could this be the downfall? Curtis Heist 1, 2. No, only a 2 count. The newcomer showing his resiliency. El Jefe to the ring apron now. The light heavyweight champion gonna take a risk. Goes high. Oh, and he botched it. I guess he still took Heist down, but clearly that was not meant to go down like that. Kind of overshot it a little bit. As El Jefe admires his fishies, showing off his muscles, baby. Knife edge chop goes for the kick to the midsection. Curtis Heist trips him up. Now the young blood looking to break his back, fuck his ass, make him humble. As he locks in the camel clutch, devastating submission maneuver. The referee's not even looking the right way. Is El Jefe going to be forced to tap out here at the hands of Curtis Heist? The human fish having none of that. Oh, look at Curtis Heist using the light heavyweight champion's own momentum against him. Catches him in a small package, but only a 2 count, guys. And our first tweet of the evening comes from Tim LaFave, who says, another day, another tag team. See you in the main event, everyone. Indeed, Tim LaFave teams with Pierre Thompson later on to battle Jay Davis and Gary Sokolov as El Jefe. Gonna go for this sunset flip powerbomb. I got that shit pre-ordered, fam. Releases next Tuesday as El Jefe goes for the pin. Oh, it nearly finishes as well. Curtis Heist trying to get up, but kind of collapsed back down there. Not a good sign as El Jefe to the top rope. The risk taker, the high flyer. What's he looking to do here? Beckoning Heist to rise to his feet. The light heavyweight champion looking to head into wild card with some momentum on his side. What an arm drag. And El Jefe once again paying homage to his species. And a tweet from Hurt Nation, guys, a.k.a. Bryce Hurt, says, I beat Duo. I beat Bison. I'm going to beat Bison again. My resume looking sick. Hashtag star of this show. Yeah, we'll see Bryce Hurt. Oh, my God. Double knees to the spine. And now Jefe's not even done. Curtis Heist about to get another taste of that fish stick. He wants none of it, though. And Bryce Hurt later on tonight going to step into the ring with Bison. No holds barred. Nowhere to run for Hurt this time. Bison can give him a taste of his own medicine. Jawbreaker there by El Jefe. Referee begins his count at 2. El Jefe quickly getting things back into the ring. Bringing Heist to his feet. Going to try to put him in the corner. Get a taste of that fish dip. No, catches the leg. And another German suplex right into the turnbuckles, too. That was disgusting. Oh, what is this? Curtis Heist sizing El Jefe up for something out of the corner here. What a clothesline countered by El Jefe. The instinct of the light heavyweight champion. Twist of fate again. What a matchup between these two. Considering Curtis Heist is such a newbie to the wrestling world, no background. Going up against someone the likes of El Jefe, man, he's put up a hell of a fight. This match has been great so far. Both men pulling out all the stops that kept up King of Genesis. As El Jefe going to look to finally put things to an end. Hook! No, Curtis Heist makes the counter this time. Not wanting to go down that way. He might have no choice. What a maneuver! With the wheelbarrow face buster. 1, 2. No, just a 2 count. This match is off the chain. El Jefe stays putting on them 5 stars. Oh, what? El Jefe having a little bit of fun as he drops the double axe handle. El Jefe now to the ring apron, looking to fly through the air. Oh my God! Knocks him out of the air with this hashtag again. And then just stomping on him for good measure. 1, 2, 3, and Curtis Heist, what a win! Wow! What a win and what a finish! Catching him with the hashtag mid-air. Curtis Heist with the victory, man. What a match. I am impressed. Wow, what a way to kick off Thursday Night Genesis. El Jefe unfortunately going to be headed into wild card with a loss on his side. Having no idea who he's defending his title against. Curtis Heist, though. What a finish. Rip fish. And here's the finish, El Jefe. Desperate. Wondering what he had to do to put down this youngcomer. Look at that, man. Just knocks him right. Youngcomer. Young up-and-comer. Young blood. Whatever you want to call him. Curtis Heist, man. That stomp for good measure, too. let you know exactly what kind of man Curtis Heist is. And I do not envy any man who has to step into the ring with Curtis Heist. Curtis Heist has arrived. And with that win, could already see himself in a title picture. Young comer. And as we head into our next matchup of the evening, ladies and gentlemen, let's talk about how the show got underway. Rise coming out to the ring to relish in their actions from Monday Night Fusion earlier this week. Remember, Randy Orton brutally attacked backstage by the leader of Rise, Sean Silva, who was supposed to get his international title rematch. Randy Orton was to take on Kaiva on the 300th edition. It was supposed to be a big match, but Kaiva never ended up making it to the arena. And as Sean Silva showed us tonight, some security cam footage from a local gas station, petrol station. Kaiva was just stopping off to get some gas and maybe grab a snack before heading to the arena, and Rise jumped him. Nikola Ivanovic and Sebastian Vachon specifically beat the hell out of him, ended up throwing him through the cooler, through the glass. It certainly was not a pretty sight. Rise saying they defeated both Kaiva and Bob Luger, the two top champions on Genesis some weeks ago, even tapping out Kaiva. They deserve the title shots. If they're not putting the Deadly Games tournament, something's up. Pretty much Sean Silva telling Dave Turner to pay up or else. And who would come out but the Moo Man, baby, the Milkman, Randy Orton. He wasn't going to take what happened to him lying down, telling Rise that they'll pay for costing him his rematch. And it seemed like the Milkman was going to take on all three members of Rise by his lonesome. Sean Silva kind of laughing at that fact, but who would come out to help Orton? Kaiva, the international champion, who's set to still defend his title against Randy Orton at some point in the future. They stood side by side, still 2-3, though, Sean Silva reminded them, until the Alpha World Champion Bob Luger came out. And the numbers were tied, and in every single instance that Rise has not had the numbers game, they have not been able to get the upper hand. That was the same here tonight as Bob Luger, Kaiva, and Randy Orton dispatched the villainous faction, sent them running for the hills. Sean Silva getting a taste of Borto and a landslide and a Luger landing for his troubles. But it seems like Rise, they might have gotten that big win some weeks ago, but they're not going to be allowed to run roughshod anymore here on Genesis. As we head into our next matchup of the evening, tag team matchup, the first of three tonight, as the new Faces of Fear set to battle Jay Davis and Guri Sokolov this Sunday in tag team action at Wildcard. Have a big opportunity tonight to take down the reigning world tag team champions, Eric Thunder and Matt Jefferson. And together, Markentel and Father Victor have actually only taken one tag team loss this season. Markentel was supposed to face Guri Sokolov in singles action at Regicide. Jay Davis ended up changing things last second. He filled in, and Jay Davis got the win. Markentel now set to take on Guri Sokolov in singles action at Cause and Effect in 3 weeks' time. But like I said, that tag match this Sunday, I'm going to prove who the better duo is. Jay Davis and Guri have a chance at their own momentum later on in the main event when they take on Pierre Thompson and Tim LaFave. And we're going to find out who the number one contenders will be post-wild card later on when the family battles Zach Cage and Nick Blake in an elimination tag match. But Extreme Conditions will be defending their titles this Sunday. They might not be champions. It might not be them defending against the family or Cage and Blake, because they'll be defending against two completely random challengers this Sunday. Could be the new Faces. Who knows? The random generalizer could choose them. They could pull double duty. They could be the next World Tag Team Champions. Yeah, that's Josh Wolf, Maury. Big Wolf. The big dog. This is my yard. The new Faces of Fear awaiting the arrival. Eric Thunder and Matt Jefferson always make the fans wait because they know they're going to get up on their feet. A tweet from El Jefe says, "Hey, SA, good match. But we all know Schmitty was the real reason why I lost. Schmitty, if I see you ever again, you will taste the fish dick. Arriba!" Schmitty referring to the, or rather, El Jefe referring to the fact that after he beat Schmitty earlier this week on Fusion, the United States champion had a bit of a meltdown, attacking El Jefe afterwards. Smashed his head into the steel post and everything, so apparently that's the light heavyweight champion's excuse for his loss tonight, saying he wasn't at 100%. What if we bring in that old grading system from back in the day? Old feds that me and Batman and others used to be in. Graded promos. Eric Thunder and Matt Jefferson, guys, have been on fire as the CMV World Tag Team Champions. Going on 4 months, actually. This Sunday will make it 4 months. With 3 title defenses under their belt. Can they make it 4? Wild card is just that, man. It's going to be wild. The champions have no time prepared. They can't have a game plan heading into the event because they don't know what's coming their way. They're going to have to adapt on the fly. As here we go. Looks like it's going to be Mark Intel, the Big Red Machine, Archangel, the True Dark Lord, starting things off against Eric Thunder, who's not wearing his Extreme Conditions tights for some reason. GG. Nice single leg drop kick there. Doesn't take down the big man. As now he just brings Eric Thunder to his knees. A couple of boots to the chest. Absolutely vicious. Mark Intel, former Anarchy champion. Certainly tag team gold. Nothing to pass up when it comes to the new faces of fear. Back up with everybody. Mark Intel, jawbreaker, going to stagger the big man as Eric Thunder closes the distance. Nice tilt-a-whirl arm drag. Eric Thunder looking to make the tag to Matt Jefferson early on. Note to the ring apron he goes. Matt Jefferson got to hop off right back in. Don't know what ET is doing right now. Hurricane Rana. Looks like that was very weird, Hurricane Rana. Up to the top rope, Eric Thunder, the speedster. Got to watch out for Father Victor there, though. He's thinking about doing something, and he does. Saving his tag team partner, his disciple, as he pushes Thunder off the top rope. Shoulder blocked by Mark Intel. Big Red Machine goes for an Irish whip, counters. Eric Thunder turning around. Wants to see that beautiful face. A little bit of... Hurricane Rana! God damn, I'd love to see El Jefe and Eric Thunder go at it, man. That would be quite a match to see. As Matt Jefferson, now the self-proclaimed extremist of CMV, coming in the ring, immediately chopped down with a nasty clothesline as the True Dark Lord tags in the Father. Irish whip rebounds. Matt Jefferson going to catch him on the flip side with a shoulder block. Obviously the stronger of Extreme Conditions. Lifelong best friends have held title gold all over the world. This is the upper echelon where it is to be. CMV. They're holding on to those championships right now. Going to be very interesting to see who steps up, who gets the luck of the draw to challenge them this Sunday at Wild Card. Beautiful clothesline by Victor. Now a soccer ball kick. Going to make the tag up next, guys. That handicap match going to be coming our way. Brett Angel pitted against Caden Kenner, Ryan Kent, and Furious Frank. He asked for the match. Can he back up all of his talk, or will he end up eating his own words? Curtis Heist, guys, letting out a tweet saying, "Who gave this annoying bastard my Twitter?" Who's he talking about, El Jefe? Or did I miss a tweet or something? Covered by MJ, just a 2 count. And then Curtis Heist blocking El Jefe on Twitter, so I guess that was who he was talking about. Back elbow. Oh, and then a knee straight to the face. God damn, might just cave it in. And a tag to Victor. Frequent tags by new faces of fear, keeping themselves fresh. Great tag teamwork, and look at that. Back up and then a drop kick. Second turnbuckle. Victor looking to take to the skies. Beckoning Jefferson to rise to his feet. Little crossbody, keeping it simple. Another soccer ball kick. Jefferson's getting worked on right now. Of course, extreme conditions coming to this one with a win on Fusion alongside Tim LaFave. They took down Fatal Decision and Bannon. I don't like Pokemon, Tim. Never been a Pokemon fan. Air Raid Siren, vintage Matt Jefferson. I'm going to put him in the corner now. We know what he's calling for. Tag to ET. Extreme combination, baby. There's the twist of fate and a little bit of chocolate rain. Into the pin. Could this be it? Matt Jefferson going to stop Markintel. Went the wrong way, though, there, my friend. And Archangel's able to make the save because of it. Tag to Markinsell now. Father Victor looking to shake the wounds of that extreme combination. And a tweet, guys, from Josh Wolf says, if Turner won't give me a match with Maverick, then I'll just settle the score tonight. Hashtag on the hunt. A little bit of foreshadowing. Look at that big boot, man. Out of the corner, just about taking Eric Thunder's head off. And Bill Maverick set for action later on in our co-main event, battling Kenji Murakami. Josh Wolf promising to make an appearance here. Tag to Father Victor. We haven't seen them hit this in a while. Usually it's the other way around. Markintel with the springboard. Tombstone pile driver. Looking to lay ET to rest here. 1, 2. Just a 2 count. Marcus able to stop Matt Jefferson. Didn't really matter, though. Eric Thunder showing his own resolve. I don't know. The universe didn't choose his tag team attire for some reason. Why? Dragon. Scud. Now it looks like Jefferson and Marcus are going to go at it on the outside as Eric Thunder, a little bit of rolling thunder. Oh, Matt Jefferson, man, put down hard with that Uranagi ringside. Blow to the midsection. Father Victor captures suplex. And the new faces of fear have been in control throughout. European uppercut. Eric Thunder closed the distance. You know that if Matt Jefferson were in the corner, he could try for the extreme combination, but he's all on his own right now. Oh, there's MJ getting some payback on Martel, making sure Victor can't get the tag. Hooks the leg. 1, 2. Just a 2 count, though. As here comes Matt Jefferson. Cheeky little kick to the chest. Why not? Markintel still down. Extreme Conditions using their numbers game while they have it. Remember, it's Eric Thunder who's the legal man. Jefferson calls the distraction. And look at that Fisherman's Driver. Absolutely devastating maneuver. Up to the... Oh! Little bit of chocolate rain, baby! Can he make it to the pin? Oh. The life taken out of Thunder. Couldn't make it to the pinning time. Still going to try, but that was way too long. 1, 2. Markintel breaks the pin anyhow. Going to have to repost the tweet there, 702. Missed that. Eric Thunder not able to pull off that springboard senton attempt, as we're perhaps properly going to get this tag finisher hit now. And D going to try for it again. And Eric Thunder's already taken one of these. There's the big red machine with the tombstone pile driver set. Father Victor pulling the trigger. Into the pin to finish things off, the win of their careers. 1, 2, 3, and what a win for the new Faces of Fear, beating the World Tag Team Champions. clean. And as we look at the highlights, here's a tweet, guys, from Jay Davis, who says, when did Tim decide to lower himself to the likes of Azrael? Because it's funny how me and Guri have to waste our time with these quote-unquote superstars. How is Tim like Azrael, though? Does he mean to the likes of Pierre Thompson? Is Jay Davis being racist? Did he mix up the two black guys? And a tweet from Bob Luger, the Alpha World Champion, says, take your numbers away and you crumble. Rise? More like fall, am I right? Kaiva? Borton? What a win for the new faces of fear, my friends. Here's the finish. Assisted tombstone pile driver. First time that Extreme Conditions, they took that tag loss to Nick Blake and Zach Cage a few weeks ago. This is one of the very few times they've been beaten 2-on-2. New faces of fear, all but guaranteeing themselves a future crack at the titles. Perhaps this Sunday, if they're lucky enough. They're heading into wild card, though, with the momentum on their side. We'll see if Jay Davis and Guri Suckanov can match them in the main event a little bit later on. A tweet from Kaiva says, I hate you both, but I hate Rise more. So I'll be nice for now. The enemy of my enemy, as Marcantel and Father Victor stand victorious. And as the action keeps rolling, my friends, up next, handicap rules. Brett Angel asked for this match last week after it was announced, or rather 2 weeks ago, Dave Turner announcing the Deadly Games tournament take place at Cause and Effect. Brett Angel, not one of the 8 superstars revealed to be a participant in it, and he kind of took offense at that fact, saying there's nobody more deserving than he on the entire Genesis roster on all of CMV. Brett Angel saying, give me every single man in that tournament and I'll beat them all at once. And Dave Turner complying, kind of a little bit of cut a little bit of slack, not putting Brett Angel against all 8 guys, but is putting them against 3 of them. The 3 men who will team together again this Sunday at Wild Card. Caden Kinner, Ryan Furious, Frank set to battle Pierre Thompson, Bison, and Tim LaFave in 6-man tag action. We'll see Bison battle Bryce Hurt in a no-holds-barred match a little bit later on in the main event. Pierre Thompson and Tim LaFave team up to battle Jay Davis and Guri Suckanov. And a tweet from Bob Luger, guys, says, good luck, Angel. Appreciate your confidence. Is it confidence, though? Or did he bite off more than he can chew? We're about to find out. I mean, these are 3 A-class competitors on Genesis. Caden Kinner, a 2-time Anarchy champion. He's only taken 1 loss this season. Ryan Kent, we all know his accolades, a future Hall of Famer, Grand Slam champion, Super Mega Famous champion, held nearly every single title in CMV. Only 3 have eluded him. 2 of them are on Fusion, so he can't really go for those, but he's got his eyes set on that Alpha World title in the Games tournament. And, of course, the tank, the alpha male, Furious Frank, the former Alpha World champion. What up, LOL son, my friend? Welcome. We got Zach Peterson. Got him downloaded, ready to go, signed to the Genesis roster. Maybe he'll debut tonight if you get the winner match. Or maybe he'll debut next week. Brett Angel has been trying to get under the skin of Dave Turner ever since he was signed to the roster. When Dave Turner first revealed Angel as a newcomer to the show, telling Angel that he's going to be starting over from the bottom. He might have been a superstar and on Unmatched in intensity. He very well may be a future Hall of Famer. Dave Turner saying, I'd be honored to share that privilege with you. But on Genesis, you're nothing more than a newbie. And Brett Angel not happy about that. Brett Angel knows that he's a star. He deserves to be treated as such. Angel actually flaked on his scheduled match last week, though. He was supposed to face Jeremy Blake, but he never showed up. Another dig at General Manager Dave Turner. Brett Angel just saying, why should I bother to show up if I'm going to be treated like garbage? And not as the A-lister that I am. And Dave Turner said it himself, and a lot of people on this side of CMV agree. There's the lean. Gotta be quiet. A lot of people agree. Dave Turner saying, for all your accomplishments on Unmatched and Intensity, the only thing you're known for on Fusion and Genesis, this side of CMV is losing to Justin Sane on the biggest stage of them all at Ascendance. And that shirt right there says Angel is unmatched. A little bit of a dig at his former employers. We know Brett Angel very sour about how things ended between them. Gotta give Brett Angel credit. He's not backing down. He's come out here. And here comes the battle beast, Caden Kenra, who has only suffered one loss this season. That was to Bob Luger some weeks ago in an amazing main event matchup. Other than that, he's been tearing it up. Coming off a win earlier this week on the 300th episode of CMV over Jaquan Shea, former Anarchy champion. A chance to get a crack at the Alpha World title in the Deadly Games tournament at Cause and Effect. Caden Kenra, Brian Kent, and Furious Frank gonna have to find out a way to play nice, not only here tonight, but also this Sunday at Wildcard, all working on a common goal of gaining momentum before they are opponents in the Deadly Games tournament. Here he comes, the fire starter, Ryan Kent, a living, breathing legend, future Hall of Famer, but far from done. He's got that Alpha World Championship in his sights, one of the few titles he has yet to hold. This is Xbox One Extro City, my friend. Welcome to the stream. If you would like to learn more about us, !CMV, !join in the chat. We'll give you all the deets. Ryan Kent ready for battle. And last but certainly not least, the tank, the alpha male, the man with the mohawk, Furious Frank. A man who never got his one-on-one Alpha World Championship rematch. It was rendered void by General Manager Dave Turner, as was Tim LaFave. Both men took too long to cash him in. Of course, Tim LaFave was put on the shelf. Furious Frank never initiated his rematch clause. Bob Luger offered him it, but he backed down. Now Frank's going to have to get through 7 other men in order to get another shot at that title. Here we go. Is Brett Angel going to eat his words, ladies and gentlemen, or could he put an exclamation point on his claims? Going to be Angel and Caden Kenner starting things off here in this 3-on-1 handicap match. Whoa, wait a minute. Where's Angel going? Immediately exits the ring, playing with Caden Kenra. What is Angel doing? Seems like he's running away. Angel playing mind games, maybe. Back in the ring, they're going immediately. He's going to exit the ring again. What is Angel doing? No. Grabbing a steel chair. Kenra doesn't see it. Using the steel chair. Brett Angel gets himself disqualified, ladies and gentlemen. And this one's been thrown out. The referee calling it. What the hell? Why would Angel do something like this? Ryan Kent and Furious Frank on the ring apron with their jaws dropped. They don't understand. Brett Angel just handed them a free win. Just pretty much handed them some free momentum heading into Wild Card. Angel pulling a little bit of a Kevin Owens, you could say, as he just kept exiting, entering the ring, playing mind games, and then Caden Kidder didn't see him grab that chair, smacking him right in the ribs with it. Angel with a huge smile on his face as he backs up the ramp. What was that all about? Why? We'll have to wait to see what Brett Angel has to say about that. Why did he do that? You can see Ken, Furious Frank in the ring right now. The smiles on their faces. They don't care. They don't have to work tonight. They'll be nice and fresh for Wild Card. They're happy about it. Caden Kidder, on the other hand, taking a chair shot to the ribs. That's not great for him. But the action has to keep rolling, my friends. No holds barred it will be, as Bryce Hurt is set to tangle with Bison the Barbarian. This was a match last month, Topher. You're indeed correct. And Bryce Hurt, before the match started, actually attacked Bison from behind. Got the match thrown out. Bryce Hurt obviously trying to take the cheap shot, but Bison battled back, ended up scaring Bryce Hurt off. Was running for the hills. But he's got nowhere to run tonight. Bryce Hurt spent all of last week's Genesis barraging Twitter with tweets saying he's the star of this show, that he deserves to be treated like the wrestling royalty that he is, yelling and screaming, through Twitter. Exclamation points and caps, all that good stuff, for Dave Turner to treat him with respect and book him. So Dave Turner finally responded saying, "You want a match? I'll give you a match." No holds barred against Bison. The Barbarian has a bone to pick with Bryce Hurt. I'm honestly surprised that Bryce Hurt's coming out here right now, if I'm to be completely honest. You see his shirt says, "I beat Duo Max." It was some months ago now that Bryce Hurt, on an episode of Reality Wrestling, called out Duo Max, who we know is currently recuperating from a devastating injury he suffered in Tokyo, Japan way back when. Bryce Hurt knew full well that Duo Maxwell was not going to answer the call, so Bryce Hurt got the win via a count of 10. And that's all he has been talking about for months now, that he beat Duo Maxwell, that he beat Bison. Well, he could actually beat Bison tonight. I'd say no holds barred is a little bit of a blessing and a curse against someone like Bison, because you can use weapons to help you take down the beast, but then he can do whatever he wants to do to you as well. I do not envy Bryce Hurt right now. I'm going to have to repost that tweet there from Ted Dickens. It was a long one. Got to refresh my page. Whoa, what happened right there? Here he comes. The beast of CMV, the Barbarian Bison. A CMV veteran who had his one-on-one Alpha World Championship shot at Regicide. Failed to capitalize, though. Was beaten by Bob Luger, being given another chance in the Deadly Games tournament. A tournament that Bison could call home. Remember, in the Deadly Games, the first 4 opening matches will either be Falls Count Anywhere or Anarchy Rules. The 2 semifinal matches will be submission. The final will be 2 out of 3 falls, and the winner of that tournament will face Bob Luger the same night for the Alpha World Championship. As here's that tweet from Ted Dickens, guys. He says, "This will be the moment you all realize that the guy whose name you pretend not to know is really the future of this business. He'll be here 10 years from now on top. You watch." Either that, or he's about to be torn in two by Bison. As the referee rings the bell, there are no rules in this matchup, ladies and gentlemen. No countouts, no disqualification, anything goes. The match can only end by pinfall or submission in the ring, and Bryce Hurt taking the initiative to charge Bison. That's really the only strategy, if you ask me, against a much bigger, tougher opponent, to go right at him relentlessly. As Bison, though, right into control. Bison breaking his own powerbomb record in his matchup with Furious Frank last week for nigh upon 4 years. It was at 8 power bombs in a single match. Last week, he hit 10 of them on Furious Frank. And just 10 seconds into this match, he already hit one on Bryce Hurt. Maybe going to set another new record. Maybe 11 for Hurt here tonight. And Bryce trying to lock in a submission. That's a no-go. Puts him in the corner. Bison escapes. I'm sure Bryce Hurt certainly does not want to be the one to get the record broken on him. Hammer and sickle by the Beast. As he chops Bryce down. Now a stiff kick to the lower spine as Bison scouts out his prey. A hunter. Look at that big splash. That's over 300 pounds down to the sternum of Bryce Hurt. As Bison brings him to a vertical base. Oh my God, already with the Dominator. An apt name for a maneuver like that performed by a man like Bison. Bryce Hurt getting off a kick to the back. Remember, just because it's no holds barred, anything goes, doesn't mean these two have to use weapons. And Bison, guys, already looking to pull the trigger and finish this one off with the Bison Bomb. What up, Vic? 1, 2, 3. Oh, my goodness. 2.999999, about 2 minutes into this matchup, and Bryce Hurt already nearly killed there. Bison, though, as a veteran, should know better than to taunt at a moment like this. Giving Bryce Hurt the opportunity to battle back now. Bison staying on top of things. Oh, another powerbomb through the gut wrench this time. That's 3 now. A punch right to the nether region where the sun don't shine, my friends. Bison just having his way with Bryce Hurt. And a kick to the gut. Bison closes in. Bryce trying to stay alive. Ha, 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 ha. Proven to be difficult, though. And a tweet from Schmitty. Oh, Hurt! Look at this! Crossface cinched in. The ropes are right there. Bison, he's just a fingertip away. He doesn't need them, though. Able to slip out. Seems like the strategy from Bryce in this match is to try to employ submissions, make the Beast tap. Bison's, I think, only tapped maybe once or twice his entire CMV career, though. That tweet from Schmitty, though, guys, saying, if my boy Bryce gets hurt by those horns, I'm going to make sure that Bison never wrestles again. We know that Schmitty is currently gearing up to bring Bison to court for those horns. As Bryce now, what's he looking for here? Sliding Bison through the ropes. Calls this the 9-inch nail. Laying the Barbarian out. Wow, I gotta say it, this would be a monumental win and the career of Bryce Hurt. But that's just a 2 count. Should have been a rope break from that camera angle. You can clearly see Bison's hand was under the bottom rope. John Cone apparently did not see it, though. Luckily, the CMV veteran able to kick out there. Digging down deep. Bison, pin after pin after pin, almost like he's trying to show mercy on Hurt here in this one. Just wants to finish things off. Oh, in the corner. stalking Bryce Hurt. Look at that, just kicking him back down. Just stay down, Bryce. You don't belong in the ring with someone like Bison. He's going to teardrop suplex now. Oh, what is this? Bison showing off the strength. Gut-wrench suplex, just deadlifting him. Bryce Hurt might be a smaller man, but that's still going to take some strength, man. That's Hurt with a nice throat thrust. Irish whip to the ring apron. Oh, hot shot. Gonna send Bison tumbling down to the outside. And look at Bryce Hurt. Like, come on, Bison. That's all you got? You get your ass kicked in the entire match, Bryce. Don't act like you're a big shot now. Bryce, I wouldn't be surprised if he tries to take home the win via countout. Bison having none of that, though. Throws him back into the ring. Looking to feast. Nice action roll. I'll give Bryce Hurt that much. Bison bomb! Good night, Sweet Prince. 1, 2, 3, and Bison gets the win. And look at him just standing over Bryce like, yeah, kid. Thank you, come again. Thank you, come again, buddy. Bryce walked right into that one. Bison tossing him back in the ring saying, you ain't gonna beat me by countout, kiddo. And then walked right into the Bison bomb. Bison didn't need weapons. He's a weapon himself. Bryce, couple of desperation attempts here. You see the crossface cinched in. That wasn't enough. He even got off the 9-inch nail. Fortunately for him, wouldn't be enough to keep down the beast for the 3 count. And there it is. Bam! The Bison bomb a second time. Thank you, come again. Bison dishes out another beating. Heading into the Alpha World Championship Deadly Games Tournament. He's got his eyes on that prize. John Cole's like, get the hell out of here. Hang on 1 second. A tweet from Ted Dickens, guys, says, "No horns are a deadly freaking weapon." Hashtag ban the horns. And I was saying earlier that Schmitty's actually gearing up to take Bison to court and sue him for his horns. Get him removed while he's in the ring. I'm being told that trial is actually set to commence. It's actually happening in January, I do believe. Schmitty, man. He must have a death wish or something to be messing with Bison. But I'm sure Bryce Hurt probably now going to jump on that lawsuit too. But here we go, my friends. Up next, Elimination Tag Team action is the name of the game. #1 contendership on the line as Zach Cage and Nick Blake battle the Family. Elimination style and spirits of cause and effect to come in 3 weeks' time. Our Elimination Tag pay-per-view Survivor Series-esque. A rematch from last week where Cage and Blake handed the Family their first loss since their reformation a couple of months back. The half-brothers, of course, had quite the hiatus. At each other's throats, they fought one-on-one in Ascendance, but they put the past behind them. And they were on a tear. Former World Tag Team Champions are going to get the titles back. Zach Cage and Blake, though, undefeated as a team, and they beat Extreme Conditions clean a couple of weeks back, too. If they can just get past DJ Moore and Elijah Stewart again here tonight, They will earn themselves a tag team title opportunity. Whoever comes out of wild card as the champions. And still to come, we're going to see the man known as Fear, Bill Maverick, in action as he battles the Japanese buzzsaw Kenji Murakami. Josh Wolf has promised to make an appearance, telling Dave Turner, if you don't give me a match with him, then I'm just going to have to settle things on my own. In our main event, Jay Davis and Guri sucking up of the Hellfire Club. Going to battle Pierre Thompson and Tim LaFave, a combination you could say is kind of cookie and cream-esque, no? Rookie of the Year, the last Glammies, was Jacob Ziegler. Jakob Ziegler, rip in peace, never forget. And here they come, Zach Cage and Nick Blake. You see that shirt? Cage is champion. Zach saying he won't change it until he has another title around his waist. And if he can beat the family here tonight, he'll take one step closer to realizing that goal. Nick Blake drudging behind him, the friend of Cole Savage, tasked with being Cage's other half, I guess you could say. His bodyguard, his tag team partner, his best friend. Former Money in the Bank holder. Undefeated. This is elimination style, though. Let's remember, both members of one team have to be eliminated either by pinfall, submission, disqualification, or countout. And here they come, the veteran duo of DJ Moore and Elijah Stewart, the half-brothers, the family, dudes with attitude. They once held the World Tag Team titles, been many a moon since. They want them back. Yes, Ascendance is 4 months away. I actually can't believe that. The 5th annual Ascendance, the showcase of immortals. Not even that far off, but we still got a lot between here and then. Including the 5th annual Royal Rumble match at Absolution in just 2 months' time. Next month, Homecoming, the 2nd annual Homecoming closing out this year, going into 2019. The 4th annual Glammy Awards as DJ Moore and Zach Cage kick things off. Moore with a nice exploder suplex into a senton. And a tweet, guys, from Bryce Hurt says, Bison, you are nothing without those horns. Take them off, and I promise I can beat you. Zach Cage showing off his athleticism there with that head scissors takedown. Elimination style bout, like I said, can be disqualified, or eliminated rather by disqualification, countout, pinfall, or submission. And once two members of both members of one team is gone, we will have ourselves a winner. Gotta wake myself up a little bit right now. STO from Blake as he enters the ring now, the legal man. Yeah, technically it's your third. Oh, Jamari was at Ascendance 3. I'm pretty sure he was. I think he was. Maybe not. I feel like he was, though. I feel like he was there. He probably wasn't, but he was probably on the roster at the time, I think. Let's get a little teamwork tandem from the brothers. The family. Nice like super kick and Zaguri combination there. The highest viewership we've ever had was when Cole Savage main evented. We got 75 viewers. Actually, that was when Savage got 74, and then we actually broke it with 75. I don't remember which episode that was, but Cole Savage the first time around. You got to get Cole Savage in the main event if we want to get high viewership. Nick Blake, a former unmatched television champion, Money in the Bank holder, as Elijah Stewart overshoots that phenomenal forearm attempt. Nice sleeper slam. I don't know what makes Nick Blake and Zach Cage such a well-oiled tag team, but they just work so well together, picking apart their opponents, cutting them off from their partners. Look at that. Dragon Scudder. And then a kick to the spine, leaving him fresh for Zach Cage to prey upon him. Zach Cage, a former Anarchy champion, won that title after 3 years here in CMV without having a title. Opportunity after opportunity. Elimination Chambers, Money in the Bank's King of the Rings. He did it all. He's done it all. Oh, there's a little bit of good vibes, baby. A tweet from Ted Dickens says, how about we get a commentator who isn't biased? Wait a minute. The family looking for that early elimination. DJ Moore with the roundhouse kick. Elijah the Brain Buster. Moore letting Cage know he's done for. Into the pin, just a 2 count though. Nick Blake able to deflect Elijah Stewart, catch him with the tilt-a-whirl DDT as well, putting the exclamation point on it as Cage closes in now. Hook to the jaw, nice elbow to the side of the head. An all-out war breaking out here in the ring now. Elijah Stewart finally back to his apron. Nick Blake, I don't know what he's doing. Deciding to create his own team. There you go. Hadouken! Right to the heart of Zach Cage. And the CMV veteran is reeling right now. Gonna get another taste? Yes, we are. Switching places. Elijah Stewart, the Good Vibes Kid, gonna unleash that roundhouse kick. Into the Brain Buster. Could this be enough to secure the first elimination? 1. Oh no, DJ Moore slacking. Nick Blake able to bring up the pin there. Elijah Stewart keeping on the pressure. Up top. A little bit of teamwork. Oh, maybe not. DJ Moore kind of waking Cage up there a little bit, able to counter Elijah Stewart's arm drag attempt, I believe he was going for off the top there. And Cage has really got to make a tag to Nick Blake, taking 2 tag finishes at the hands of the family now. Little inverted Indian deathlock here. Elijah able to escape. You can see the damage is done, though. Grabbing at his knee. And that might become a target for Cage and Blake. Shoulder first into the steel post. Now just stomping away relentlessly. Looks like he's trying to block it. Cage breaks through, though. I don't know why he is not making the tag. Oh, Cage, maybe this is why. Roll through super kick. Vintage Cage. I see the way that Elijah's fucking spine bent backwards and his head just ricocheting off of the turnbuckle. Elijah into the corner again. Does he have another tag, Finn? No, regular tag, just trying to get out of the ring at this point. Taking a lot of damage. German suplex by Cage into the pin. Beautiful bridge. 1, 2. Not even a 2 count. Getting a little bit overzealous as Cage, cocky, brash, arrogant, treating Elijah Stewart like he's nothing. I'm trying to figure out which angle he wants to come in at. Giving Elijah Stewart too much time to recuperate. Goes for a scoop slam. Cage drops down behind. Neck breaker pulled off successfully as the Nick Blake toys with the CMV universe. Oh, again! Roll through super kick. Elijah is getting pummeled right now. Pinfall attempt by Cage, broken up by DJ. Big Bad making sure his brother stays in it. Elijah looking up at the lights, though. Might be in La La Land at this point. Going for that knee. There's the knee becoming a target. Remember earlier, had that inverted Indian deathlock cinched in. And now Cage looking to make the elimination. I believe it was Elijah who he pinned last week with this maneuver. Electric chair driver right in front of DJ Moore. That might give Moore the opportunity to break it up, and I think he will. Where are you going, DJ? Elijah's eliminated. DJ Moore caught off guard by Nick Blake, and now it is a handicap situation Zach Cage and Nick Blake against DJ Moore. #1 contendership on the line. Elijah Stewart is gone. Can DJ Moore clutch it up? Or will the numbers game be too much? Look at this! Zach Cage! Armbar cinched in! Oh, but DJ Moore with the wherewithal, the ring awareness, he immediately touched the bottom rope. And the referee forcing the break. Zach Cage and Nick Blake now have this match in the palm of their hands. 1, 2. Oh, not even a 2 count. And Zach Cage letting out a mighty roar. And again, treating DJ like he's nothing. Sweeping the dirt, the scum into his face as Cage now mounts a comeback. Couple of lariats, another lariat in the corner. Off the ropes, ducks the clothesline attempt. 4th lariat into the kip up. DJ Moore in a handicap situation. Elijah Stewart has been eliminated. Moore's not giving up though. Gotta give him credit for that. What do we got here? Vintage DJ. Single knee gut buster. 300 pounds down onto the ribs with that senton. 1, 2. There's the numbers game, though, coming into play, guys. Nick Blake helping out Cage. Breaking up the pin and then kicking DJ in the back of the head. Leads him up against the ropes. DJ not going to let that distract him, though. If he can even things up, he has a chance. He has hope. Nice counter by Cage. It's the boot to the side of the head, and once again, sad. Zach just doesn't seem to want to tag in Nick Blake in this match, man. Seems to want to do the work all himself. Maybe trying to prove a point of some kind. I'm not sure. It might end up costing him, though. Oh, DJ favoring that arm, my friends. And Zach Cage had that arm bar not locked in very long, but clearly did some damage as DJ tell him to suck it. If he can make this elimination, the family has a chance. Less is more. Oh, could he do it? Nick Blake gonna try to get in and break things up. 1, 2. Oh, just a 2 count, man. Nick Blake kind of testing the waters, allowing Cage to kick out on his own. Moore's just got to keep up the pressure. He can do this. Zach Cage getting worked on right now. Drops the elbow. Double boots the chest. Cage back to a vertical base. He really loves this taunt, man. He is in love with that shit. Coming up from behind. Punch the back of the head. DJ still in it. Back and forth they go. Oh, I think Zach Cage might have tried for the electric chair driver. DJ having none of it. Less is more again. Nick Blake can't even look. He better look, though. He might have to come and make the save. 1, 2, and Nick Blake does do just that. The numbers game too much for DJ to deal with here. He needs his brother, but Elijah's been eliminated. Oh, all right, to the back of the... Oh, no, Zach Cage moving out of the way. Kick to the gut. Oh, what do we got here? Pump! I don't know. Pump pedal toss? I don't know what the hell that was. DJ Moore still not giving in. Big bad Hadouken! Once again to Cage, piercing the heart. And Zach takes a quick breather, right back into the ring. Oh, what is this? 5-star to the chest. DJ Moore taking a big risk. Lay into this one. Shoulder block nearly takes Cage's head off. Dear God. Oh, bad part of town, though. Here comes Nick Blake to the rescue. Grabbing DJ Moore, not letting him make it the pin. Scoop slam instead. And this gives Zach Cage time to get back to his feet, wake up in the ring. And Nick Blake just beating the hell out of DJ Moore sleeper slam. Zach Cage having a good time in the ring as he's back to a vertical base. And this is just absolutely disgusting. Zach Cage acting like he's the king of the world, as Nick Blake just essentially feeding DJ Moore to him. And Cage now, spear! Cutting the big man in half. Will that be enough to seal the deal? 1, 2, 3, it will. Zach Cage and Nick Blake remain undefeated and are declared the new #1 contenders for the World Tag Team titles. Whoever comes at a wild card with the belts will be facing these two men. Clean sweep. Do you blame me more, though? M-O-O-R-E, am I right? Why do you keep saying whisper? Are you telling me to whisper you? LOL, son? Because if you are, then I can't. I can't whisper because I'm on the one. You can whisper me, or you can just send me a message, and I'll respond to it later. Nick Blake and Zach Cage, the victors. They've got a World Tag Team title shot coming their way. Nick Blake really turning his career around, man. What a team these two make. Unexpected. And now it is co-main event time, my friends. Bill Maverick, the man known as Fear, gonna step into the ring for some singles action as he takes on the Japanese buzzsaw Kenji Murakami. Murakami, who we haven't seen for quite a while. Last time we saw him was last month. He won a Battle Royal during a live event. And it looks like we are going to have some company at ringside. Josh Wolf promised, he said, Dave Turner, if you don't give me Bill Maverick one-on-one, then I'm going to solve things myself. Bill Maverick, this past month, has been trying to sully the soul of Josh Wolf, indoctrinate him into joining the Unholy Alliance. It all started when Maverick beat Josh Wolf in singles action at the top of the month. Maverick then was ringside for Josh Wolf, tainting his first victory over the Great Akuma. Many in the CMV universe saying that Josh didn't deserve that win, that Maverick gave him the big ups, did most of the work, kept distracting and causing interference throughout. Josh Wolf saying, I have no connection to Bill Maverick, though. I'm just as pissed as all of you. And then the two were actually a team. Earlier this week on episode 300 of CMV, during a live event as a part of Team Genesis, they fought the real #1 Bubbas, and towards the end of the match, Josh Wolf was looking for a tag, and Bill Maverick ditched him, left the match, and Josh Wolf subsequently taking the loss for it. And Wolf has vowed revenge now, as he looks to cost Maverick this match against Kenji. Here he comes, the man known as Fear, Bill Maverick, looking to encompass all of CMV and darkness with his Unholy Alliance that stretches across Fusion, Genesis, Unmatched, and Intensity, even Ferocity. He's got agents. He's obviously seen something in Josh Wolf, though. Wants him in his Unholy Alliance. Maverick maybe realizing finally that Josh isn't having any of it. This is sure to be a high-flying encounter. The Japanese buzzsaw Kenji Murakami, one of the quickest men in all of CMV, He is a sight to see. Like I said, last time we saw him, he won a battle royal during a live event. And there you see Josh Wolf coming out on the stage behind Kenji. Surely not here in support of Murakami, but instead to cause ruckus and mayhem for Bill. And our main event still to come following this one, my friends. Tag team action as Jay Davis and Guri sucking up the Hellfire Club are going to take on Pierre Thompson and Tim LaFave. Our live event as well, I'm looking forward to the return of DRH after 4 years out of action. Going to take on the debuting Rick Reed. Kenji Murakami started off this season very strong. He was involved in the triple threat match on the debut episode of Genesis to crown a new international champion. Kind of fell through. He had another shot at the title at SummerSlam. Again, wasn't able to capitalize. These past couple months has kind of gone dark, but he's back as he kicks things off there with a nice neck breaker, following it up with a little leg drop. Maybe Josh Wolf won't have to do anything, just be ringside here, try to get in the mind of Bill Maverick. I don't know if one wanting to get into the mind of Maverick, though. Something tells me it's not a nice place to be, is to get a nice single knee gut buster off of the pump handle. And this Sunday, guys, is Wild Card. Stat card, 5 title matches. Who will be the challengers? We won't know until the event itself. You've also got a 6-man tag team match. Caden Kinner, Ryan Kemp, Furious Frank going to battle Pierre Thompson, Bison, and Tim LaFave. Mike Crimson going to take on Chris Andrews. We got Jamari Williams battling Sam Valentine and more. Irish Whip, Bill Maverick rounds off the ropes. Nice Japanese arm drag. And we've got Bryce Hurt just going another Twitter tirade, telling Dave Turner to give him another shot, saying that Bison wasn't a fair match, give him a fair match. Over and over again, just flooding my Twitter. Yeah, I like Rocket League, but I'll probably buy it in the future at some point, but I wanted other games, like Andromeda. All my money went towards that, pre-order that-ish. As Kenji going for a 450 off the springboard, and going to end up costing him. Maverick, surprisingly agile as well. You can see him do some fantastic moves. Pulls him to the center of the ring. Hurricane Rana by the Japanese buzzsaw. Goes for a pin early on. Hooks the leg to try and finish here. Only a 1 count for Maverick. As Josh Wolf watches on ringside, he wants another one-on-one match with Bill Maverick. Lifts him to his feet. Goes for an enziguri. That was a really nice transition. Wow. Maverick catching him with the Shining Wizard as he failed. No, Tim, I couldn't ask that of you. Drop kick to the back of the neck. And Josh Wolf like, hell yeah. Loving what's happening in the ring right now. Kenji Murakami has been dominant these past couple of weeks. He's had off, apparently doing well for him. A couple of elbows now connected to the side of the head. What up, WWE Kid 54? Welcome to the stream, my friend. This is CMV. This is WWE 2K17. As Kenji Murakami now just staring down at Maverick. Kicking him right in the thigh. Drop right down to the knee. Picking Maverick apart at this point. Oh, Kenji going for something. Trying to grab a hold of Maverick's legs there. Whatever he was vying for. Backfired. As Maverick now with the lie detector. Sending all of his body weight right across the chest of Kenji. Now hooks the leg. Nearly a 3 count as well. That would have been quite the upset there. Quite the comeback. Thursday night Genesis co-main event here. Still to come, the Hellfire Club battles Pierre Thompson and Timble Fave as Maverick to the top rope. We know what Bill's going for here. As he beckons Kenji to rise to his feet, the man known as Sphere gonna go for a crossbody into the pin. 1, 2, only a 2 count. Maverick thought for sure that would get him the win. Josh Wolf certainly grinning at the fact that wasn't the finish. Bill gonna keep his aerial assault up, goes for a 450 splash, fails. Not allowing Kenji Murakami to capitalize off of that though. Back up, might not have a choice. Kenji closes the distance. Fisherman, no, counter into a small package. Beautiful reversal. What a technician Maverick has become. Counter though. Kenji with a small package of his own, counter back with a small package. 1, 2. Oh man, I love that back and forth. Punch to the back of the head. Kenji dragging Bill out of the corner. Russian leg sweep connects. Flush. Up top. Kenji with his arms raised up high. Got to focus on Bill here, though. Can't give him a second. As Kenji going for a crack to the jaw. Countered by Maverick. And Bill, what's this? Oh, we're not going to find out. Last second counter by Kenji going to save him. I think Maverick might have been going for his patented Michinoku driver. But now Kenji going to show him how it's done, baby. The Japanese buzzsaw. What do we got here? Electric chair half Nelson driver. 1, 2, 3, and Kenji Murakami gets the win. Josh Wolf absolutely excited at the outcome of this one. He's happy. His night went well. Bill Maverick was getting dominated early on, mounted a comeback late into it. That crossbody might have done it, but Kenji able to stay alive, countering the Michinoku driver, gets off the electric chair, the electric chair half Nelson to get the victory. And as this match comes to an end, we check out the highlights. Kenji Murakami standing tall. I have gotten word from Dave Turner, ladies and gentlemen, he has finally decided to comply to Josh Wolf's demands. Bill Maverick will go one-on-one with Josh Wolf in 3 weeks' time at Cause and Effect. Josh Wolf getting his wish. He'll get his hands on Bill Maverick in just 3 weeks. Tonight, though, he gets to take in the sight of his rival crumbling. Great win for Kenji Murakami, looking in great shape. We'll see if the Japanese buzzsaw can take this momentum and run with it. Who knows? He could perhaps see himself getting a title shot this Sunday if he's lucky enough. The light heavyweight title up for grabs. He is a light heavyweight. As it is now time for the main event. Just give me 1 second. All right, I'm back. Let's get it on. Main event time here on Thursday night. Genesis edition number 76. Wild card on the horizon this Sunday. These four men we will see in action at said event as Jay Davis and Guri Suckernoff repping Hellfire Club, the new band put together by the fallen angel John Reed. They'll be battling Father Victor and Markintel, who earlier tonight got that tag one of our Extreme Conditions. While we know Pierre Thompson and Tim LaFave will be joined by Bison in that six-man tag match when they take on Caden Kinra, Ryan Kent, and Furious Frank. But Jay Davis, Primetime, and good old Timmy Boy, all three of them going to be participating in the Deadly Games tournament in 3 weeks' time at Cause and Effect. A chance to get a shot at the Alpha World title. It was last week, though, that Jay Davis got a shock victory over Pierre Thompson, putting him down in minutes. Certainly Pierre's quickest downfall since his match with Xander Slade at King of the Ring, am I right? But Jay Davis didn't see this as a clear enough message to everyone in the locker room. Proceeded to grab a steel chair and start wailing on Thompson until Tim LaFave would come to the rescue. Good old Timmy with Tim's not going to let something like that fly as he drove Jay Davis off, the Rebel retreating through the crowd. Now Pierre Thompson and Tim LaFave, a cookie and cream-esque combination, come together as they look to get one up over Davis and his ogre of an ally in Guri Suckernoff. The Hellfire Club arriving on the scene. Jay Davis and Guri Suckernoff. Of course, this band of misfits that John Reed has put together, also comprised of Alex Taylor, who's in action on the live event in a bit. Nelson Jr. too. John Reed taking a loss earlier this week on Fusion to his former tag partner Crow. We're going to see if his disciples, his allies, stablemates here in this one can get themselves this big gust of momentum. Jay Davis been doing very well since coming to Genesis, only suffering a few losses. Guri Suckernoff currently unpinned and unsubmitted. He only has one loss that was via countout at the hands of Dmitry Nurmagomedov. Other than that, Guri Suckernoff been destroying the talent that's put up against him. Davis Suckernoff ready for action. As here he comes, prime time. Pierre Thompson, baby. Flashing himself that sexy new attire. Pierre not only ready to dish out revenge on Davis here tonight, ready to get himself that shot at the Alpha World Championship. Pierre Thompson been in CMV now upon 8 months at this point. He's never had a title opportunity. Deadly Games tournament could be his big time. Says on his shirt, "Are you ready for prime time?" I certainly am. Look up on that Titantron. It's personal. Jay Davis made things personal between these two men, and now he might pay for it. Ooh, I know that's a Pokemon face. I know that much. The purple guy, right? I don't know his name, though. Pierre Thompson, a big Pokemon fan. He's not afraid to show it. Pierre ready to go. And last but certainly not least, the good guy. Good old Timmy boy, the Timster. Tim LaFave. The fans on their feet. Tim LaFave, we know, has been diagnosed with a minor concussion, but still clear to compete after that six-man tag match he endured earlier this week on Monday Night Fusion. Tim LaFave saying he's not going to let another injury get him down, though. He will not be held down by an injury again. He's coming for that Alpha World Championship. It was that neck that Furious Frank severely damaged towards the start of the season, costing Tim 5 months of his career. He superseded it, though. Returned back way before he was scheduled to. And now that neck is put in dire straits with Tim LaFave. Against all odds is his motto. He's not backing down, not again. Here we go, main event time. Tag team action, Hellfire Clubs, Jay Davis and Guri Suckinov colliding with Pierre Thompson. And Tim LaFave is going to be Thompson and Davis starting things off. Pierre wanting to prove that last week was nothing but a fluke. He wasn't ready. Look at Davis immediately taking him down. That double leg beautifully executed. Jay Davis was getting trained by general manager Dave Turner in his spare time, if you can't tell by his attire. Classic Dave Turner-esque. And certainly that training has paid off. Davis gotten some big wins since coming to Genesis earlier this season. Nearly got a title around his waist at Dark Carnival when he was a part of the Elimination Chamber for the International Championship. Wasn't able to pull through there, though. The Alpha World title now on his mind. As Pierre Thompson's dragged out to the middle of the ring. Another double leg takedown by Davis. Still to come, guys, to the main event here, but then we got that live event. A live event I am very excited for because DRH going to return. Nearly 4 years out of action in CMV. Takes on the debuting Rick Reed. Excuse me. Nice little exploder suplex by Timmy Boy there. As he drops the elbow down to the face of Jay Davis. Obviously, that neck, that head going to be a target. Not only here tonight, not only this Sunday, but at cause and effect as well. Tim LaFave got to protect his neck, son. Tag to Guri Suckinov, and look at this man. If you don't look at this man and your jaw isn't instantly dropped, then something's wrong with you. I've never seen a beefier man, dude. Look at those thighs. Look at that chest. I mean, good God, this dude's just look like he's bred out of a tank. He's not human. Unpinned and unsubmitted. Could Tim LaFave or Pierre Thompson change that tonight? As Timmy Boy not backing down. Goes for a neck breaker. Guri just pushes him off. Like he's swatting a fly. Drop kick pulled off to the back of Guri's neck there. The Russian right back to his feet as he drops Tim face first. Bringing him to his feet. Guri with a straight right hook. Might have just cracked Tim's jaw. Oh my God, no, look at this, like a rag doll, man. Like Tim LaFave's nothing but a sack of dirty laundry. Guri just spinning him around and around and around. Just tossing him. My God, the power of Guri Suckinov is unbelievable. 1, 2, just a 2 count. Luckily, Tim LaFave able to show off that patented resiliency of his and stay alive, but only to be beaten on even more. Oh, and an elbow drop to the leg now. Pierre Thompson dispatched. Jay Davis almost saying, get the hell out of my ring, kid. Tim LaFave trying to fight back here. Momentary distraction. Tim LaFave with the short arm clothesline. Bringing the Russian ogre to his feet. Spinning soul kick, Tim. Kick to the gut. Long Island slam. The strength of Tim, the 400-pounder. Oh my God. We've seen Tim LaFave, Coney Island Cyclone, Joey Bacon, and men bigger than that. So this is no surprise. The strength is unparalleled. Coney Island Cyclone to hand Guri his first pinfall loss. 1, 2. No, Guri able to kick out. Jay Davis telling Tim LaFave it's only a matter of time before you are crushed under the power of Guri Suckinov. But Tim, look at this man riding high. Got off that forearm smash. That reverse atomic drop and then a scoop slam. But Guri Able to keep himself alive. That kick to the gut just angering the Tim. Guri sucking off with his arms raised high into the air. It's almost as if that Coney Island Cyclone didn't even do a dent in him. Like maybe it tickled. Gonna put Timmy Boy in the corner. Oh, what do these two have in mind? I do not like the looks of this. Powerbomb neckbreaker combo. And there's that net coming into play again. Davis hooks the leg. Guri gonna stop Pierre from making the save. Oh, but Tim's still finding a way to power out. And Jay Davis down in the corner like, come on, man, just stay down. You are not winning this. Just give up, Tim. But Tim will never give up. 5 months he battled back from a life-threatening neck injury as he looks to give Jay Davis a taste of the CIC. Face first, straight down into the canvas. Hooks the leg, but suck it off quick into the ring. Oh, I thought Pierre might have stopped him, but Guri dropping the leg. Able to save Jay. Now targeting Tim. Catching Tim's attention. Make that tag, Tim. There you go. Really, really needed that. Pierre straight into the pin. Why not? 1, 2. Oh, not even a 2 count. Tim LaFave's neck getting worked on hard here. He's got a rest on the apron. This might be up to prime time. With that single arm snap DDT. Jay Davis is going to make quick work of Pierre Thompson yet again. As he's put into the corner. I'm going to make the tag to Guri. Perhaps prime time wants none of that. I don't blame him. Takes the knee to the chest. Front headlock by the Rebel. Gets out of it. This prime time. Reversal fest up in here, Maury. Oh, goodbye, John Cone. That massive frame of Pierre Thompson just mowing down the referee. Luckily, he's right back to his feet. And there's the play of the day. 1, 2. Only a 2 count. Guri stepping in, almost trying to intimidate Pierre Thompson there. Jay Davis might want to think about getting his ogre into the action here. Maybe not. Maybe going to look to make Pierre Thompson go to sleep. Knee straight to the face. Jay Davis, the Irish brawler. Marking his territory, not allowing prime time to make the tag, relentlessly stomping on him as he's down. Disrespect. As now he puts him in the corner. Gonna look for that powerbomb neckbreaker combo again, perhaps. Yes, they are switching roles. Jay Davis with the powerbomb. Guri with a devastating neckbreaker. The Russian ogre into the pin. Tim LaFave, no help. He's practically dead. And there, oh no! Wow, I was about to call it too. I was about to say, there it is. But Pierre not going down that easy. Tim LaFave, man, he can barely keep himself up. And now Pierre, can you imagine the highlight? The strength, but look at Jay Davis. You gotta hand it to him. That is a very smart strategy right there. Giving Guri Sukhanov some time to power out of this pinfall attempt, and it's enough. Pierre's not giving up, though. A little bit of a ritual-esque dance here. And a Northern Lights suplex to Guri. Gonna look to try to mount a comeback here. Nice clothesline. Another clothesline. Irish whip puts him in the corner. How you doing, Jay Davis? Big splash off the ropes now. Crossbody by prime time. I'm surprised he didn't go flying off into the crowd, ricocheting off Guri's stomach. Oh, going for the power of the punch. The people punch. The Superman punch. Whatever you want to call it. What a reversal. Wicked DDT. Guri looking for some sort of power slam. There's the power of the punch now. Taking the Russian ogre off his feet. 1, 2. No, only a 2 count. What a matchup here in the main event. These two teams giving it all, kicking the hell out of each other. Guri Sukhanov, man, he's taking every move from both of these guys, but Primetime's not done. Sizing Sukhanov off. The highlight again. 1, 2, 3, and Pierre Thompson hands Guri his first official pinfall loss. What a win for Thompson and LaFave, proving that Guri's a mere mortal man. Did it take everything to keep him down, though? A Coney Island Cyclone, a Long Island Slam, a power of the punch, 2 highlights, but Guri goes down. That's the point. Pierre getting his revenge, telling Jay Davis, your pet is nothing. Man, Tim LaFave was dismembered in that match, so I wouldn't be surprised if his injury has been worsened, folks. Especially after that maneuver specifically right there. That powerbomb neckbreaker combo. There's the Coney Island Cyclone to Jay Davis. Early on in the match, not enough to get the job done. There it is, the highlight a second time to the Russian ogre, Guri Sukhanov. And that gets the 3 count for prime time. Tim LaFave making sure Jay Davis doesn't try to step in. Great win for these two. They'll be partners again this Sunday, joined by Bison when they battle Furious Frank, Ryan Kent, and Kayden Kenra. Tonight they sent a message to Jay Davis and Guri that they can't just bully around the entire roster, do what they please. Tim LaFave going to get looked at by the medical crew after the show ends here. Hopefully, it's good news. Hopefully, his injury wasn't worse than we needed him at his best for the Deadly Games tournament in 3 weeks' time at Cause and Effect. What a show that was. Great episode of Genesis. A lot of great matches. Curtis Heist with that victory over El Jefe, man. Zach Cage and Nick Blade becoming #1 contenders by defeating DJ Moore and Elijah Stewart in that elimination tag match. Kenji with a big return, defeating Bill Maverick. Bison killing Bryce Hurt. Wild card this Sunday. We still got this live event to come. You wish you didn't have fat thumbs? Sausage fingers? Uh-oh, we've got news. Zach Cage has suffered an injury. I didn't think he took that much damage in the match, really. Well, he did take 2 finishes at the hands of the family, but he's suffering a body injury, too. Something going on with his ribs or his chest. That's not good news. He was just named #1 contender. Might be going into the title match with an injury. That's never good news. Back and forth match. I don't know what you was watching, Hammy. All right, for our dark match, we've got Alex Taylor of Hellfire Club looking to get his stable the only win this week. John Reed lost on Fusion. We just saw Jay Davis and Guri Sukhanov fall to Pierre Thompson and Tim LaFave. Let's see if Taylor can get them a bit of momentum. So he will be taking on Seth Baker. A tweet from Tim LaFave, guys, at Pierre Thompson. He says, see, tagging with EC, no gel. I haven't felt that type of connection since a master face puncher flanked me. Glad to work with you, Pierre. See you at the games. We'll see him this Sunday, too, at Wildcard. Like I said, they'll be partners again. I think Tim LaFave's just salty that Extreme Conditions let him get killed. I thought him and Matt Jefferson were good friends, though. There used to be a part of the rebellion together. Apparently, Tim doesn't feel that way anymore. Thanks for the host, NGCW. This match I'm very much looking forward to. The return of DRH. Like I said, unless you're a long time CMV viewer since season 1, you won't remember this guy. He was in the original NXT, was around in the original Raw for a while. Nigh upon 4 years since we've seen him, though, in a CMV ring. As he will be welcoming Rick Reed to CMV and Genesis more specifically. This Sunday is Wild Card, Josh, but the next pay-per-view, it's a special, but the next pay-per-view is indeed Cause and Effect. I know you said you weren't there, but Dave Turner announced that it will be Bill Maverick and Josh Wolf going one-on-one, a mano-a-mano, giving Josh his wish to get his hands on the man known as Fear. That will go down at Cause and Effect. And Rick Reed can kind of see that picture right there is an older gentleman in his twilight years in the wrestling business, wants to come to the grandest stage. Them all CMV to push that one last push. It's like he and Oliver Smith, you know. They're both in the twilight years of their career. They want to prove that they still got what it takes though before the end comes to put them on the shelf. What am I doing? We need a winter match. All right, who we got here? Tim and Gumble. Where was Borton tonight? Rip, no Borton. I cry. It's not the same.
Sugar.
All right, so what we got? Tomcat and Josh Wolf are our winners. All right, so let's see. Hell yeah! I assume you're gonna want Josh Wolf in action. That would be my grand assumption. Who do you want, Tomcat? Though, if you're still here, Alex Taylor's already in action, so can't pick him. All right, so we got. All right, fair enough. Tomcat's dead, so we'll put Zach Peterson in there. Will the young talent put over the younger talent? Stink. I remember Stink. The legend. All right. Let's get this party started. A message from Gumble. Whoa. Oh, Gumble. Now you want to join my party? Now you want to be my friend? Huh? Huh, kid? Give me a moment. Miss Tim's angelic voice. Batman, you got to get in here and call Tim on the phone so we can have him in commentary. That's what we got to do. See? Just work around the system. Ooh, should we invite Telfer to the... Oh, Twisted. Why is Twisted playing 2K16? What? Well, apparently he got 2K16.
Yeah, he's looking.
Why would you buy 2K16? Oh, time to talk about pineapple pizza again.
Well, because pineapple pizza is amazing.
Ugh. It's
Your
gross.
face is not.
Fruit does not go with cheese and sauce.
Why do you sound like you're... Why do you sound like you fucking got the mic down your throat there, Cynthia?
Because it tastes good.
I mean,
It's such bad
y'all
quality.
might as well like melt some cheddar cheese on an apple and eat that. That's basically
Nope,
what you're talking
that probably
about.
would have made bad.
You kidding me?
Pizza without sauce.
Oh, okay, it's just like pizza, cheese bread. I wasn't even.
I got
Shut up.
You say 2K16 is good. 2K16 was terrible.
DK16 was
I
the
got
best
all
one.
the FIFAs. Fight me on FIFA, Hammy. Well, I got up to 16.
Me and you didn't.
I'm saying you ain't about that people
So
life.
basically,
Suntan, fix your mind.
Literally don't, literally don't know how to play. But I bet I beat you.
Better?
Suntan's in space.
Batman, call Tim so he can be on comms.
Alright, I got you. Call Tim.
Baltimore, Maryland.
Calling Tim.
Is your thing British?
Yeah, I think it's hot.
Peep peep to doodly doo. Tim on comms.
Hello?
Wow.
Damn,
At the tone,
Wow.
please record your message.
He said
Alright, let's
no.
see who wins this dark match. Alex
He said-
Taylor.
He said, nah.
Let's see if Alex Taylor can get the Hellfire Club a little bit of momentum this week, or if Seth Baker will go over. Taylor does it. A little bit of hope for the Hellfire Club. As up next, we get to the return of DRH. Welcome him, welcoming.
wait, did you sim it? What?
Yes.
Oh,
he was so excited. He was like,
No,
"Damn it."
no.
Oh,
Titanfall is shit. Don't even bring that up.
who made
I bought it for
DRH?
$5 and I regretted it.
Wait, let me guess. Cop.
DRH is season 1 veteran, the original NXT.
Who made him?
Way back. Oh, my friend, my buddy, the short guy. Remember him that you talked to on
Oh,
comms?
really? I didn't know he was ever in. Yeah, he was like.
Yeah. Was he squeaky? I don't think he's squeaky.
Yeah, well, I bet he like squirms around when he's playing games.
This
and
call
stuff.
is
Getting
an
really
accurate.
ticked.
This call is an accurate representation of him. Wait till you. This guy's really short. He's probably the shortest guy in CMV. But he's going to be welcoming the elder
Manuel was
Rick
5'6".
Gumble. I heard that you're you know a lot about this Rick Reed guy. How old is he? What'd you say? 47? 42. So
You
like
just
I
said
said,
39.
in his twilight years.
Yeah, you did. You can just change his age.
Rick
can.
Reed entering his twilight years, much like another CMV superstar, and your Oliver Smith of Monday Night Fusion, looking to make that final
Yeah.
push for gold
What a copycat.
before he retires.
Oh my gosh.
Here he comes, ladies and gentlemen. I'm excited. It's been 4 years since we've seen this man in a CMV ring.
He don't even look
DRH
old. Just because
is
he has
back.
wrinkles on his forehead, you think he's old.
I can't make.
DRH, believe it or not, main evented
Uh-huh.
the first ever episode of CMV. Well, he was scheduled to main event the first ever episode. If you remember way back when, though, Josh Wolf ended up attacking him and taking his place in
Josh
that
Wolf.
match, but he was scheduled to main event it.
Josh Wolf.
No,
Yeah,
did
I
I
thought
say
Josh
Josh
Wolf
Wolf?
was
It's just
new.
Wolf. It's just Wolf. Did I say Josh Wolf? I meant just Wolf. Not Josh Wolf. Good old just Wolf.
Wow,
From
look
season
at
1.
him. This guy looks awful.
DRH. Wow.
I like this guy.
Say that to
looks
his face, bet you
So
won't.
much better than this guy.
Why does it got
He
squashed by
legit
Bison?
looks
He
just
did
like
not
an
get
indie guy.
squashed. He dominated Bison.
Sure. Locked in at one submission.
Why is he
Domination.
saying yes?
DRH is excited to be back.
Nobody
it's been
knows him.
4 years. He
Who?
returns to CMV. Wow. You know, on the independent, look how short he is. On the
looks like he's been
independent
working at a
circuit,
car wash.
here and there, traveling around. Maybe he has. You don't know. Times are tough. And here comes Rick Reed now. 42 years young. As he
I feel
makes
like
his way down the ramp. Calls
every
himself
concern feels
the...
like
Oh, that camera angle. The king of old school. A throwback. I've seen him in the ring in the CMV training center. Very classic style mat-based offense. A lot of suplexes. You could compare him to someone like Tim LaFave, who's got that really old school moveset about him. Rick Reed looking to put down the much smaller DRH. Is going to be a classic style going up against speed and agility as these two are set to collide. Look at those gauges, though. The only man in CMV to have gauges. That is quite an accomplishment.
Fuck a gauge.
Hurricane Rana right out of the gate by DRH. As it gets a stomp down to the chest
He
of
looks
Double
like a
R.
generic TJ Perkins.
What?
I wonder if Reed is related to John at all, or is that just coincidence?
Huh?
Older brother, maybe?
Alright, cool.
Belly to belly takes him overhead. Cobros. You game sharing with Cobros? Wow, I see how it is twisted. Why doesn't Cobros has 2K17 though, doesn't he? Why don't you download that, you fucking ding?
He might have this.
Oh, snapping the arm over the shoulder. DRH and Irish whip to Reed as he rebounds off the ropes. Going to catch him. The forearm smash. DRH with the early advantage. Taking control. Elbow drop to the lower spine of the old timer. Bringing him up to his feet. Use that just for men to get that jet black hair.
Not
I'll
jet
see no
black.
grays on there. Looks like jet black from here, kid.
Nice.
Oh, nice corkscrew neck breaker. Oh my God, Tim. We could get
The goat.
the legendary Christoph Koenig in CMV. Been waiting my whole
Motherfucker,
life.
He's back.
DRH firmly in control, man. He's whopping Rick Reed here. Speed, it's too much for Reed to handle. He's got a nice foot DDT, that devastating maneuver. Overhand punch connects to the side of that DDT. DRH about as tall as Reed from that kneeling DDT there. Elbow drop to the inner thigh. Devastating maneuver after devastating maneuver. Springboard leg drop connects flush. Rick Reed's got to figure out a way real quick to turn the tides.
God, Batman.
Otherwise, this is looking to be a squash. Into the corner. DRH, what's he looking for here? Puts him up top rope. DRH really going to try for that Frankensteiner, and he gets it. Long way down for Double R there. Top rope. Looking to finish his DRH. Shooting star press, but Rick Reed moves out of the way. He knows if he got hit with that, it would have been over. It would have been lights out. Big reversal. And now Reed trying for something. Not too sure what. Drops down behind us. DRH gets off the neck breaker. Hooks the leg. 1, 2. Only a 2 count. DRH back to his feet. Rick Reed able to counter that finisher, but not able to capitalize on it. A couple of elbows getting off square to the face. DRH now trying to figure out what he wants to do. Goes for the legs. Kicks the jaw. Does Reed.
Read my tweet.
Gonna try for a pin every chance he gets at this point. 1. Not even a 2 count. Why don't you read it, bitch?
I can't. I'm not a character.
Oh, nice crucifix slam. DRH is going hard. My favorite submission maneuver from last season. Whatever you want to call this. Puts his arm between his leg, grabbing on the jaw. Flips him overhead.
Know what you mean?
Out onto the ring apron. Oh, and a spear. Gonna send DRH down to the outside.
Read my tweet.
Rick Reed. Double read that tweet.
No,
Irish whip
Gumble
puts him
don't.
back into the ring.
You put no enthusiasm in it.
I wouldn't call
course.
DRH a
I
vet.
realize now I'm still
He was
right.
here in season 1.
Dude,
but
you're
he's
not
been
having
gone for
any.
4 years.
Dude, you're not excited. Stop. Stop.
Oh, Reed with a spine buster. Into the pin. Shoots to finish. 1, 2. Oh, not even a 2 count. Rick Reed is having a tough time containing DRH. Jawbreaker now. As he closes the distance, Irish going to put Reed in the corner again. Up top, might be looking for that Frankensteiner. Reed wants none of it.
Okay.
Nasty DDT lays him out.
Call Tim.
Hurricane Rana. Rick
Hey,
Reed
Jackson, be quiet.
brings him up to his feet.
Shush.
Irish whip into the corner. The season 1 competitor way back when. DRH 4 years out of CMV. Ain't no ring rust on him. Tries for the Frankensteiner again. Oh, Rick Reed. Wait a minute. Reed. Fall away slam by Double R. 1, 2, 3, and Rick Reed with a quite a shock win there. Reed able to bounce back. DRH dominant, man. If he would have hit that press after the Frankensteiner, it would have been over there.
The Rexplex.
That is surprising. Great win for Reed. I don't think we've seen that move used since Borton used to use it as a SIG.
Huh?
That was a vintage Borton maneuver there.
No, that's
not the Rexplex, bitch.
That was a Rexplex.
No, it's not.
Yes, it was.
That was the
Rexplex,
you
Rexplex.
bitch.
That's not even funny. That's actually 2 Rexplex.
It's a fall away slam.
That's
you
too
bitch.
much
the
like
Rexplex. Is an exploder
like, honestly, that's the only Rexplex he's ever hit.
You're dumb. Rick Reed surviving the onslaught of DRH early on. Able to bounce back and get the win. Hitting a total of 5 maneuvers. Rick Reed with the win. As we get to our final matchup of the stream.
Don't even look old. He actually looks like the youngest guy on the roster.
Another debut coming our way. Zach Peterson going to step into the ring with a
honest.
fired up Josh Wolf, who interfered in the match of Bill Maverick yesterday, causing him a loss to Kenji Murakami. Now been confirmed Josh Wolf will get it what he wants. Get it what he wants. A beepity boppity. Get his hands on Bill Maverick in 3 weeks' time at cause and effect. Gonna look to gain some momentum on the way to that matchup. Gonna not put over that younger talent. Get out that golden shovel. Gumbel doesn't have any friends. Gumbel's too busy on the road to gold. Please understand.
Suntan, shut up.
Did you just say Troy Myers? I can't wait for Troy to get the title shot against one of you this Sunday.
Oh my
I'll be too
god.
excited.
Yeah, he's gonna get a title shot against. He's gonna beat Pierre Thompson, so I don't know why you're laughing.
I can't wait for him to get both Bannon and Schmidt.
It's
Gonna happen, 100%.
Double champ.
Oh, hardy, hard.
Oh, it's gonna be too good. Troy gonna walk out a wild card double champion.
Yeah, you think so?
They're in 700 almost. What am I at? I think 660 something. I think
You see,
almost
Smitty's
at that
not
big
ever
7
gonna lose
double
the
L.
U.S. title until he decides that he doesn't want it anymore.
No, Cop refuses to download on Topher. I'm just going to keep booking Troy Myers against Reese Matthews until Reese wins. Here he comes, our first look at Zach Peterson. Zach Attack Peterson. Copyright, Zach Attack was a tag team in CMB way back when, all right? Zach Falcon, Zach Cage. Who does this guy think he is?
Yeah, speaking of that, he tried to call Tito Mac. I said, dude, there's already
What?
a Mac. Yeah, Tito's original name was Mac.
What, Mac Thompson, really? That's why you didn't?
No, M-A-C-K.
You forgot your own
Mac,
code.
Party hard, bro.
Oh.
Like a Maddie.
That's not my own call. What are you talking about? Those are 702 stalls.
Yeah, what? You're so
On the
dumb,
show,
Double.
fucking dick.
Fucking dumb.
So,
You're
it's the American
so dumb,
education
bro.
system in a nutshell right there.
Not much.
You're stupid.
And dumb.
Damn, how do you feel about that fire from Moria there, Gumbel?
What is
Yeah.
this?
Watch out,
Abomination?
this abomination. Here comes Josh Wolf, a fire in his eyes. He's a young talent himself. He ain't putting anyone over tonight, fam. Josh Wolf must moisturize. What a nice, silky, smooth face he's rocking.
Yeah, I'd lick it.
Twisted, I expect Christoph Koenig made in time to main event Ascendance. Him and Blitzcrank. It's happening. Let's get Jackie Reyes back up in here. Ramo Royce. Ramo.
Rayman.
You know, my new favorite thing is the new memes, How Italians. So great.
Hold on, wait.
My favorite. Here we go. Referee rings the bell. Zach Peterson making his debut against Josh Wolf. And Josh Wolf immediately throwing him out of the ring. Almost as if to say, you don't belong here, kid. Zach trying to get back to his feet. Front headlock by Wolf. Big knee to the chest. Going to stagger him. Wolf going to run right into him for a nice chest bump. Monkey flip into the announce table here. Jesus Christ, these two got something against each other, apparently. Front headlock. Scoop slam into the announce table again. Jesus Christ. I think I just died. Excuse me. Referee had a count of 6. You're about to get this double count out here. It's like 7 now by John Cone. Snapmare taking Josh Wolf down. Both these men just completely lost track of what's going on. They're just beating the hell out of each other. Maybe some words were said backstage or something. Good God, count at 8 by John Cone. Now 9. Josh Wolf. Oh, he's back in there. Oh, count of 9. Both men beat the count. Dear Lord. What a way to start off a match. As Zach taking overhead with that arm drag. Nice drop kick to the knee. Doesn't chop down Peterson just yet, though. Irish whip. Rebound's going to catch him back as Wolf with a nice, spine buster. Second turnbuckle. Josh Wolf takes a risk, and it pays off with the senton. Peterson brought to his feet. Jawbreaker. Scoop slam, drops down behind, back and forth they go. Tip for tat. Maury. What is this? It's like a 1999 or something. Back suplex by Peterson. And a sweet kip up by the young blood. But I know that boy right there. Young blood. He in my face. Oh, what a Pele kick. Hooks the leg. Josh Wolf with eyes to finish early on. Able to stay alive. Is Zach for now. Peterson absorbing that kick. Another kip up. Might be rivaling Jamari here for king of the kip up. Springboard. Josh Wolf sidesteps. Josh Wolf just rolled that away way too early. Good job, huh? Peterson, monkey flip yet again. Gonna take down Josh. I like how that LOL guy was here for the whole stream and then isn't here for his match. Rip in peace. My brain don't think too good. Oh, look at this devastating submission hold. Josh Wolf able to roll through. Says, get off my leg, punk. Get an STO now. Wolf into the pin yet again. 1. Just a 1 count. Goes for a stiff kick to the spine. Zach able to move out of the way. Forearm smash. What's this now? Combination being employed by the debuting Zach Peterson.
Bark at me again.
Couple of kicks to the chest. Bark. Spinning soul kick. Man, I cracked a rib. Bork. Bark. Wolf. Growl. Josh Wolf not stand down for long. Sweet.
Call 2.
Heck. Oh, super kick out of nowhere by Peterson. Into the pin.
Count
1,
ref.
2. Oh.
Hey, what's up?
I would never hurt you 3 times in a row. Just twice.
Yeah, I really expected you to just pick
To the
it up.
top rope now goes Zach Peterson,
Hey,
letting us know he's not
first off,
afraid to take a
Dashing,
risk.
shut
Beautiful
up.
moonsault.
Dang.
I'm
All
calling
right,
a
can you read
match
that
here,
tweet?
guy.
Can you read that tweet? Hold on, let me tell Dash.
Elbow drop fails.
Dash,
Josh
be quiet real
Wolf
quick.
closing in. Irish whip. Gonna put Wolf in the corner. Zach closes the distance. Giving Josh Wolf too much time, though. Catches him with a devastating DDT.
All right, now I'll say it.
You gotta post a tweet first, you dingle butt.
What? I posted a long time ago.
Josh Wolf into the pin. One. Just
Dude,
a one
scroll.
count.
Scroll. Gumble, shut up, pussy.
Shut the fuck up.
I'll tell Gumble to shut up.
Up over the shoulders now. Oh, single knee gut
He's
buster.
talking.
Josh Wolf follows it up with a senton. Doing work on the ribs as Josh Wolf in this match again, going for a senton. Zach Peterson sizing
Yeah, man.
Josh Wolf up for another dose.
I think he should get another
super
shot
kick.
too, because I mean, if you think about it,
Into the
man, this
pin.
guy's hurt. He's a wrestler.
One,
you know? And
two,
Bison looks like they pulled him out of a
three.
safari,
Zach
like
Peterson.
some jungle or whatever, like some
With a
fucking,
successful debut.
I don't know, like Monster Tribe or something. Like he looks like a fucking Yu-Gi-Oh card.
Maybe
and
Josh
fucking
Wolf would
Bryce Hurt.
be better to
you
keep
know, he just
Maverick
looks
on
like
his
a
side, have him
wrestler,
ringside
like,
during his
just common
matches.
wrestling shit, and then
Seems to be
you
the only
fucking
way he
put
can
Bryce Hurt
win.
in a match with a guy who has horns, and he picks him up, spine busters him, power bombs him with the horns digging into his legs. Yeah, that's not fair.
Josh Wolf taking the fall to
And you
newcomer
expect him to
Zach
kick out
Peterson
of
here in
that.
the live
He has
event
no feelings in
after
his
a
legs no
second
more.
super kick. Josh Wolf has a date set with Bill Maverick in 3 weeks' time at Cause. In fact, he better kick himself into overdrive. He needs to start getting some wins
Honestly,
behind
man,
him.
I don't think he should have no horns. It ain't realistic.
Josh Wolf with another valiant effort. But tonight, that young talent goes over. Look at that super kick. Direct shot, knocking Wolf out cold. Zach Peterson has arrived. You show the world the fear in my hands. Your little mind will turn. Gumble, those little wheels will burn. All right, folks, wild card is this Sunday. So if you're not following me yet, make sure you do so you know when I go live. Our website, communityuniverse.4emotion.com. You can get a link to it by posting ! Join in the chat. You want your call on the show, that's where you go. And all the past episodes, all past 300 eps on my YouTube channel, linked on my Twitch page if you want to check those out. And I will see you guys this Sunday for Wild Card.